Jake had worked the graveyard shift at Murphy's Gas & Go for 3 months when he realized the cameras were showing him the future. The job wasn't glamorous. It came with minimum wage and a night differential, but it paid for community college. Most nights passed in fluorescent silence, truckers grabbing coffee, energy-drunk college kids, the occasional drunk. Nothing that prepared him for what the cameras revealed about time. Murphy's squatted at the edge of town where the last streetlight died and darkness swallowed everything else. During the day, it was forgettable. After midnight, it felt like a lonely outpost at the end of the world. The security system consisted of 12 monitors above the register. Camera 7, aimed at the dumpster out back, had always been glitchy. Static would crawl across the screen, then clear. Jake had mentioned it to Mr. Murphy once. The man nodded, then promptly forgot. Weeks later, Jake started seeing movement during those static bursts, shadows that didn't belong, motion that hadn't happened yet. He told himself it was fatigue, the mind playing tricks. Then, at 2:17 a.m. during a routine beer restock, he glanced at the monitors and froze. Someone stood by the dumpster, motionless, facing the camera. Grainy and washed out, the figure was draped in dark clothing and disturbingly still, like a photo cut into live footage. Jake dashed to the back door. Nothing. The lot stretched empty beneath yellow security lights, yet the air felt charged, as if lightning waited just above the clouds. After that, the figure returned nightly between 2 and 4 a.m., always still, always silent, inching closer each night. Jake tried capturing it on his phone, but the photos were dark and blurry. Mr. Murphy humored him with a tired smile when he tried explaining. 2 weeks in, Jake decided to confront it. When the figure appeared again, he stepped outside. The parking lot held only his Honda and a quiet delivery truck. He stood where the figure had been. No sound but the distant hum of the highway and his breath fogging in the cold air. Yet something was watching him from the tree line beyond the light. He turned on his phone flashlight. The beam cut through brittle branches and deep shadows, revealing nothing. But the sensation of being seen crawled across his skin. Back inside, he looked at the monitor. Camera 7 showed him standing exactly where the figure usually did. He waved. His image waved back. But he didn't feel like himself anymore. The following night, desperate to fill the silence, Jake brought a radio. While reorganizing candy, static burst from the speakers, followed by breathing. Slow, deliberate, wet inhalations that didn't match his own. He shut it off. The store sounded normal again, but his hands wouldn't stop shaking. Jake began to dread Camera 7. Every time the static rolled in, his stomach knotted. The figure kept coming. Closer, clearer. On his last night, it appeared directly outside the back door. Close enough to see details that burned into Jake's mind. Arms too long. A head tilted at an impossible angle. Clothes shifting without wind. But the worst was the face. Or the lack of one. Just smooth darkness, like something had erased its features. He locked the front door and called in sick, waited in his car until morning. When his replacement asked why he was quitting, Jake simply said the night shift wasn't for him. Murphy's hired someone else. Jake never asked how long they lasted. Sometimes he still drove past the gas station, but only from a distance. He noticed Camera 7 still flickered. 3 months later, walking across campus, Jake saw the headline in the local paper. Local man found dead behind gas station. It was Marcus Chen, a fellow student and recent night shift hire. Cause of death, cardiac arrest, though the coroner noted unusual circumstances. Chen had been found standing upright by the dumpster, arms limp at his sides, head tilted too far left. Security footage showed him walking to the back at exactly 2:17 a.m., then static. Jake's hands trembled as he read it, the posture, the timestamp, the figure. He hadn't been seeing a ghost. He had been watching Marcus die 3 months before it happened. The glitchy footage had not been malfunctioning. It had been showing him the future, an echo of death so violent it tore through time itself. Jake threw the paper away. He stopped driving past Murphy's. But on sleepless nights, he still dreams of Camera 7 and wonders. If death echoes backward, maybe somewhere in the static, his own image is already waiting, perfectly still. Like, share, and subscribe before the static returns. Some stories don't end, they just wait in the dark.